Okay, Year 7s, so if you've got the right file, it should look a little bit like this, and you've now downloaded and also saved this file to your OneDrive in your computer science folder. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to apply some formatting. Now you'll recall from previous units looking at both your digital license and using media, what formatting means, okay? Changing the look and the appearance of your text, okay, or of your content, okay? So we can all agree that this doesn't really look particularly aesthetically pleasing. It's not very easy to read or tell what's going on here. So we've got a few things we're going to do. We're going to change the width of our columns. We might change the font to make something bold, and also distinguish what is data and also what assets are our titles as well. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to do, let's change the font. So I'm going to click and drag all my cells. And let's say, for example, I want to use this font here, maybe make it a little bit bigger. To change the size of our font, we can either choose a number here, or we can simply press this one here to make it larger. Okay, let's go for font size 12. Okay, and I also want the background to my headings to maybe be a different color. I can either click and expand the font button here, or if I right click, go to Format Cells, and I can come to perhaps either alignment, where I want them centrally aligned, or change the font, but let's change the background here to maybe blue, and let's add a border to my box as well. Okay, and then it looks a bit like that. Let's make it bold as well. Okay, so this is now what I want, but as you can see, because we've changed the size of the font, they don't any longer fit in the cells. Okay. A cell is just an individual box of data. Okay. Now there's two ways in which we can change the width of a column. Okay, and remember that columns go vertically. This is a column, and this is a column. And columns are always referred to by their letters. Okay, rows are referred to by numbers. Now to change the width of a column, if I come up to the top here, and if I move my mouse carefully between the columns, you'll see that my cursor changes to this black line with two arrows pointing outwards. If I click and hold my mouse and drag it out, okay, now I can see the title. But there is also a much quicker way. Okay, as computer scientists, we are lazy. If there's a much more efficient way of doing something, we'll do it. Okay, so I wanted to automatically resize all of my columns for me. So I'm going to select all of the columns. See how the icon looks like a big fat downwards black arrow. Click and hold, drag it across the top, let go, and now if I go again between the columns, doesn't matter which one, so it looks like this icon here, double click, and now it will automatically reformat the width of our columns. The last thing we want to do is change the data type of this. Okay, so we're recording this person's income and their expenditure. So this needs to be a currency. This should be in pounds. Okay, there's a couple of ways we can do it. We could, again, type in manually £15 in every single cell, but that's time consuming. Okay, there's a much more efficient way of doing it. Okay, I'm going to select all the cells that I want. So all of these ones here. I'm going to tell Excel what type of data it is, and it's going to be a currency. So I'm going to come to my drop-down box up here and select currency, and now it does it for me. Okay. Now it's over to you to make the same changes to your spreadsheets.